Hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm not great at talking first thing in the morning. I'm entering week 3 of my 75 soft challenge, and I thought today would be a good day to take you along on like a little progress update, to take you along on what I eat in a day. I guess, you know, like what I would consider like a realistic day. I'm gonna work out after work. I've got to do a food shop this evening. I wanted to talk about like what's been difficult and what I've done well. It's currently like 7:30, I think. Because I need to do a food shop, this is going to be a challenging what I eat in a day because I need to go based off what's left. I am just going to pop to the shop any second now and grab some eggs because we are completely out, and otherwise I have like nothing really decent for lunch, and I think it will be good to get the fresh air.
Don't forget to scan or tap.
Eggs secured. I wanted a lot more stuff, but we're doing a food shop tonight and I didn't want to loiter for too long or I would have been late. So let's talk about my breakfast. It is 7:45 and I've got a lovely cup of tea. I went to go get eggs just because I don't have much for lunch in today. I've got a Bird and Blend green tea. I have a green tea every morning or like some kind of tea, black tea, green tea. I'm trying to cut out coffee. This is something that I do like irrespective of the 75 soft anyway. I guess to say I'm cutting out caffeine is wrong because green tea has so much caffeine in it, but I guess I'm trying to move to like an alternative source of caffeine. And then for my breakfast, I have a cinnamon porridge with, I chopped up some almonds because I had them in the fridge, in the cupboard even. Sorry, I'm still half asleep. Flax seeds because I had them. I put some cashew butter in the porridge, some bananas, and I drizzled a little bit of honey. I don't have much left on top of the bananas. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't sweet enough for me. If I'm having sweet breakfast, I need sweet breakfast. I should have put some jam in it, but I didn't think like that. I thought the flavours might be a bit weird for jam. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My 75 soft rolls are looking like this, and it is drink 2 of these a day, which comes out 2 litres. I guess like eat healthily, which for me looks like 3 decent filling balanced meals a day, making healthier choices in terms of things like snacking, which I wasn't really doing before, where possible eating whole foods, cooking more, etc, etc. Reading 20 pages of the book a day, which really doable for me, but just ensures a little bit more consistency, and working out 4 days a week for 45 minutes. So for me, this is looking like yoga and like doing 45-minute walks, hopefully doing some Pilates once I feel a bit more into it. I have got a part 1 to my 75 soft journey, which I will link in the description box. It's like my day 1 where I talk more in depth about the rules and kind of what 75 soft is and how I'm planning to go forward. I'm entering my 3rd week of 75 soft. It's gone really quickly. I'm going to be talking about how it's gone so far and like my thoughts a bit later on in the video. Today I have to get a workout in. I'm doing 4 a week. I guess the plan today is kind of like take you along on what I'm eating throughout the day. This is like quite a normal day for me. I thought to show you a day where I don't have like a brand new food shop in and I haven't got any meal prep left or anything, I thought is like a more realistic way of showing it to you. I'm also going to be working today. I'm not going to be recording while I'm working. I'm only going to be recording on breaks. I'm working from home. I'm working like an 8-hour day, so I thought it's like quite a realistic way of showing you like how I structure my day, what gets done, working out after work. I also have a lot of social plans this weekend, so which means I need to do my 4 workouts in this week, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess I wanted to show you what a 75 soft day looks more like in like a realistic sense of the word, rather than kind of over the duration of a full weekend where You might know I don't tend to plan to do much at my weekends, so it feels very easy to do at the weekend when I've got a fresh food shop in, when I can go to a workout class, but to show you on a more kind of like regular person day, on a day where I might not necessarily feel like I want to do it, on a day where it feels like a challenge. And we're doing a food shop later, and I'll show you kind of what I'm getting on the food shop and my meal planning process, very loose meal planning process. Anyway, I need to start work now, so I will check in with you next time I eat something. Right, it is 10:40. I'm having a tea. I'm having vanilla chai. I've shown you this before if you've watched my channel, and it's just nice. It's a nice alternative to black tea, and I reckon you can put milk in it if you like drinking milk and tea, but I like it black. And I'm having sesame snaps. They match my nails. The snacking is thin on the ground today because we're due a food shop. I'm a little bit annoyed because I was supposed to be having someone assemble and like deliver my sit-stand desk today from work, and like my chair and everything. So I scheduled to work from home today, etc. And the guy just called me and was like, we can't do it today, sorry, we'll have to do it tomorrow. And it's fine. I just was really looking forward to it. I moved the mirror, you know, my like massive mirror that usually goes over there. Like I've made a little bit of a mess, just like moving stuff around. I just really wanted my desk, but it's so fine. Because silver lining, I've just had an email that it's time to book our sofa delivery. So we've booked it for next week. It was the earliest date we could get. Doug's gonna work from home. I'm so excited. We'll finally have a proper sofa. It was only 6-week delivery, which is actually quite reasonable for a sofa. They're usually like 12, and we had this little kind of like love seat that my dad had given us for the time being. So it all worked out. I'm just so excited to get cuddly cozy on the sofa. So I'm going with my water drinking, which is quite good, but this is usually where I fail, so I've got to keep going. And the plus side is that now I don't have to wait around for a delivery all day. I can take a walk on my lunch break and get some steps in. I'll be going so long as it's not pissing with rain. Right, so it's 1 o'clock. I'm usually really ravenous by now. I take my lunch usually like between 12 and 1. I'm just gonna take like half an hour. But I'm not that hungry yet today, so I'm gonna use my lunch break to go for a walk. Don't get me wrong, I usually hate walking. I'm like not a big proactive hot girl walk person, and I'm trying really hard to be because I've become really, really sedentary since working hybrid. I figured now that the weather is starting to get a bit cooler and it's been raining the last few days, if I'm working from home and it's not raining, I should at least try just do a whiz around the block. Move my mirror and the lighting comes in behind me and I don't love it. I've got my Adenola leggings on, the wrap front ones, this Carl Buxton hoodie that's Doug's, and a white long sleeve. I usually end up going to like a charity shop or ending up in somewhere, which I'm trying to not do because that usually ends with me spending money. So I'm gonna walk in a different direction. I've literally got 36 minutes left, so that's perfect. I'm 3.4k steps today, and that's just before I'm leaving, so I'll update you when I'm back. Right, I'm back. It's literally, I've got 2 minutes, so I need to go back. I'm gonna just put some stuff on in the background, food-wise, just to cook. I'm probably gonna boil some eggs and then eat them while I'm working. I'd rather do that because I'm only taking half an hour and it means I can get a proper walk in. Otherwise, I just find I will literally never leave the house. So I've got 5.7k steps, so I did like just under 2,000, I think, maybe just over 2,000. I can't remember what I said before I left. So that was quite good. I was walking probably for like 20 minutes because I left a bit later than I said I would. I got my second bottle of water at midday, which is just like perfect because that's like halfway through the day, 1 litre done. I'm peeing loads while my body gets used to it. I don't really have much bread or like a vessel for my eggs. Oh, I have got a bagel. Okay, I'll have a bagel and I will boil eggs. I said I wasn't hungry and obviously now I'm really, really hungry. So this is what I'm having. Like the first part, I'm gonna have some crisps and stuff in a bit. Marmite bagel, random mackerel left over, eggs with some mustard and some Kewpie mayo on them. I feel like this doesn't look like much, but it's just like a bit of a mishmash of what I had left. I've got some snacks and some like sweet bits that I'm gonna have. So yeah, it's just a bit of a picky lunch. Forgot to add the olives as well. I've already eaten half my bagel, but I had some olives left over. Round 2 of the snacks. I forgot I had a golden kiwi, and these are like some of my, let me move that. Some of my favourite fruit ever is like a golden kiwi. I just love them. They're so delicious. They're so flavourful. Had some leftover grapes. I say leftover. They're not leftover. I just had some grapes. That's so annoying of me. And What's-Its, the last pack of What's-Its. So that's like the second part of my my lunch. It's 2 o'clock now, so I'm gonna carry on eating and working. Right, I'm done. I'm done with work. I'm logged off for the day. It's about 4:10. I pack my stuff away every single evening, even though it's really annoying. I have to get it back out tomorrow because my desk hasn't arrived yet. It was supposed to arrive today. I just don't want like worky stuff on our dining table and like out in our home. I actually didn't snack on anything else for the rest of the afternoon, but I did have another cup of tea, which I forgot to show you all, but I feel like that's not that important in the grand scheme of things. So I'm gonna do a little workout soon. I'm just currently deciding what it is I want to do, whether I wanna go to the gym and probably just treadmill for 45 minutes, just walking, nothing really strenuous, or whether I wanna do yoga here, or whether I just wanna do like a flexibility drill here. I feel really indecisive. So instead of doing any of that immediately, I'm gonna sit and talk to you about how 75 Soft has gone so far. I'm not gonna lie, last week went really badly. So I didn't do any of the workouts that I was supposed to do last week. That was in week 2 of 75 Soft, so off to a brilliant start. But I think the most important thing is I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I'm doing it with Doug. Doug's been really unwell. He's better now, but he was off sick work last week and our routine just got like completely thrown out the window. I did try really hard to at least get some movement in, whether that was walking, like a little bit of a stretch in the morning, and I did manage that, and I did manage all the other rules, so like the healthy eating, the water, the reading. I did consider just like resetting, but I thought, you know what, people are gonna get sick. It wasn't me, and I still didn't do it. I could have, but things are gonna happen, things are gonna get in the way. Let's just keep it pushing and have a better week this week. So that's what I'm doing. I forgot to mention as well that like only drinking on social occasions is one of the rules, and I mentioned that I don't drink a lot in my first video of this, in like the part 1 of the 75 Soft. I really don't drink a lot anyway, and it really made me laugh because the first week that I started, I had like multiple invites to the pub, and I've been pretty quiet on the social front lately. So I did go to the pub midweek, but that was a social occasion, and I actually was really conscious of when I went the following night, I didn't drink. So I guess it's just about managing moderation. I think if I was doing 75 hard, I would, as the name implies, be a lot harder on myself in terms of like the working out. But we're not doing 75 hard because that for me is just like not achievable, I don't think, in terms of lifestyle. I honestly think the thing that I've found the hardest about this is the workout aspect, which really surprised me. I mentioned it in the part 1, but I've had time off working out due to a back injury. And prior to that, I was like really into yoga, like really enjoyed it. And getting back into it, I'm not gonna lie, I've found it so disheartening, feeling how much strength I've lost, which I think in turn has like made it really disheartening, just like working out in general. But I'm trying to remember that it builds up, you know, before I know it, it will be back on form. Muscle memory is a thing. Things are gonna feel difficult before they feel easy. I lose a lot of strength in my upper body very quickly because I don't have a very strong upper body to begin with. So I think that's why I've been finding even like the most basic moves so challenging, and it's been like quite a bit of a shell shock, obviously, because I haven't been working out for like 3 or 4 months, but I was like, oh wow, I didn't expect this to be quite so hard. And I think for me with working out at home, when I find something hard at home, I don't find it enjoyable. Like I can go to a class and do a hard class because it's like accountability of the other people around you. And I'm happy to like revert back to child's pose in a class, you know, just take a breather if I'm finding something like difficult on my shoulders. But when I'm at home, I find it really hard to have the discipline. I will just stop. I'll just be like, okay, but what's to stop me just stopping? So I think the difficulty impacting my motivation has been quite surprising and challenging for me. That's fine though, because you know what, it takes 2 weeks to form a habit. I'm in my 3rd week, but clearly I didn't form that fucking habit last week, but we're gonna try again. I never regret doing it. I am just one of those people that I will really procrastinate right up until the moment of doing it. I also went to a hot yoga class at the end of my 1st week. That was 75 minutes long, and it was a dynamic hot yoga class, so it was quite fast. I think I was a bit cocky. It's been a while since I've been to hot yoga, and obviously hot yoga, if it's like a dynamic class, is not really, I don't think, suitable for beginners. And I'm not a beginner, but I'm obviously back on practicing after having not practiced. And oh my God, was it like one of the most challenging things I've done in a while. I was like, I wasn't distressed, but I was like, I left early. This class, it's okay to just like walk out. I left like 10-15 minutes early before the Shavasana because I was so hot as well. And it just so happened that I booked it because I thought it was going to be raining and cold, and I thought this would be nice Sunday activity to warm me up. This was the Sunday where it was like the hottest day of the year, really randomly in September. It was like 28 degrees. So I came out of my hot yoga class. I think the hot yoga studio is 35 degrees. I came out and I didn't shower there. I just wanted to walk home. I needed to get out in the fresh air and I wanted to feel the cool air kiss my skin, and it was like 11:15 and it was already 28 degrees outside, so there was just no reprieve. I came home and then didn't want to sit down on anything because I was so sweaty. I think I've basically just been humbled by working out the last week or so. I'm going to do some flexibility videos because I don't feel 100% in the mood for yoga and I want to stretch, so I'm going to do a couple of these. Honestly, I think a huge part of working out at home for me has been, I mean, previously I never really had clear enough space to, but is the notion that like working out, especially yoga, has to look a certain way. But like everything has to be an aesthetic because everything has to be documented. Yoga blocks because I'm very inflexible. I think in the era of seeing people with like amazing home setups, and especially as like a creator, it's very easy to get stuck in this trap of I should only do something if it looks a certain way. I've really had to like try let go of some of that. Obviously, I would love my home to be very aesthetic, and it will be by my standards. I don't think the lack of that should stop me documenting things, and I also don't think the lack of that should stop me doing those things in the beginning. I don't know, I'm still having to like convince myself of that because there's a certain element of aesthetics that gets you hits and gets people to click on things, and there's a reason that aesthetic content is as popular as it is, but like people still watch my content regardless. So yeah, I don't know, that's just my thoughts, my ruminations. I am spectacularly inflexible. That is one thing I'm trying really, really hard to work on. I've got maybe the world's tightest hamstrings, and I've only been able to touch my toes once in my life, and that was when I was regularly practicing yoga. So I'm determined to get there again because, to be honest, if you do a little bit every day, I'm always really surprised. I can do it in like a month. I can just almost, you can just see my toe, touch this with a relatively straight back, but my chest is nowhere near my thigh. I think that's just because I've got long arms. I will link this video. This is like a 28-day, 17-minute stretch that's supposed to get you the splits. It's a little bit of an ego thing because I want to be able to do the splits, but it's definitely just for mobility. And this is the very best I can do in the splits on my left side. Is this my left side? Yeah. See, it's that hip flexor on that back foot. And that's my right side with my hips very, very squared off. This is as much as I can get my left leg back towards my face. For reference, this is all going to be referenced for in 75 days when I can do a standing split. Okay, and that's as far as I can get my right leg. And that's a push. Like, that's comfortable, but that 90 degrees is not comfy. Done, and I'm quite sweaty. I ended up doing two because they were only 20 minutes each. So they were by Daniela Suarez. I did two splits videos. I'll link them both in the description box for you. Do you know what, yeah, I used to be like such a gym bunny, like pre-COVID. I was proper on this like massive arse weightlifting, like Gymshark vibe, and like, I still really appreciate that. I'm just lazy now. I was eating like loads of calories, like trying to get like really bulky, like trying to put on loads of muscle, really into all of that. A few months ago, massive yogi, was going like 3 or 4 times a week, loved reformer Pilates, like was wearing all the matching sets, very eat, pray, love, like was at a point where I actually enjoyed being in downward dog because like it didn't hurt anymore because I was strong. And I've deduced from all of this, all of my experience, that I only like working out when I'm good at it. And any other time it's difficult and it's not fun and it's challenging. I'm just trying to keep it real with you all. At this point, I think I only really like being the best version of myself, and that's so fine. That wasn't even like challenging, that just made me a bit sweaty and I got annoyed. There's something about being sweaty at home that I really don't like. Like I'll go to hot yoga and I'll drip from top to bottom, or I'll go to the gym and I'll be like boiling and sweaty. There's something about being sweaty in the home that feels uncouth. By the way, this is a really good yoga mat. I would really recommend it. It's expensive, so I would only recommend it if you do yoga regularly, because you do not need an expensive yoga mat. My studio had these, so I bought one because I liked it because it's rubber. It's from a company called Yogi Bear, or Bear Yogi, I can't remember. I'll link the one I've got in the description box for you all. It won't be like an affiliate link, it's just because it's a small business and I really like a rubber mat. Right, so I'm going food shopping very, very shortly. There is nothing in here, and I know it looks like there's a lot, but a lot of this needs to go in the freezer because it's veg that's about to turn, or is like Doug stuff like these YouFit drinks and things like parmesan, olives, jam. Parmesan, olives, jam, a meal does not make. Let's talk meals, food shop, what I do before I food shop. I feel like this is the most boring vlog in the world ever. My little tangent about aesthetics made me think I should be a better vlogger, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry about this right now. The whole point of this is it's supposed to be a realistic day in the life. Soft 75 soft. Anyway, I just do a loose plan of what I'm going to eat on my phone, because otherwise I like come home from work and I like look in the fridge and I don't know what everything is. That sounds really obvious and stupid, but like, you know, when you just don't know what it is you've planned to eat, so you like forget about the meal, and then like 2 days later you're like, oh fuck, I was supposed to have this night. So for breakfast this week, I've decided I want to do savoury. I'm kind of over my coconut chia pudding that I always eat. Really delicious, but it's getting cold. I want something hot, I need some sustenance. But my trick is I get up really early to go to work. I need something that I can either eat at work that's going to be like fairly inoffensive, or something I can eat first thing. I'm going to do like egg frittata type thing on bagels. I'm not in the office much this week, but I'm going to do a dense bean salad with feta, and I think I'm going to put some salmon in it for some extra protein that you can just like jam pack with loads of veggies, and I can eat that cold and then have like an oat bar and some crisps and whatever on the side of that, you know. And then for dinners I have a chicken chorizo thing in the freezer, which is like a vegetarian chicken chorizo rice smoky tomatoey dish that's homemade, so I can take that out. What night will I take that out? I'm going to have that tomorrow because I've got editing to do tomorrow night. I just want easy dinner. Right, let me write this down. Chicken chorizo Tuesday. It's Tuesday, innit? I have enough mackerel left to do mackerel times 1 for one night. What will I have that with? Mackerel, sticky rice, cucumber. I don't care about eating the same thing like 6 times in one day. I'm that girl, like real big time, but for the sake of the vlog and a bit of variance, I will make something different for dinner tonight. Don't say I don't treat you. I don't know why I finished work at 4 and then obviously Doug finished work at 5 and he had to walk home and go to the gym and stuff, but I was like, oh yeah, it will be like 5 PM when I get home. Brilliant. It's not 5 PM. We didn't get a lot and yet it still felt like it cost so much, so I'm going to put everything out on the counter and show you what I got. If you don't know me, I'm pescatarian, my partner is not. We eat dinners together, but separate food, if that makes sense. At the moment, like quite a lot, just because it works out with what's easier. Especially with his diet and like protein intake and stuff, and needing to eat a lot of meat, or wanting to eat a lot of meat rather. No one needs to eat a lot of meat. It's probably not the most efficient way to shop. It's probably why it's a little bit pricier. And yeah, this shop looks really small for how much we spent because it's all store cupboard stuff. But I will show you everything. Toilet roll and kitchen roll out the shop because it's not really relevant, but we'll go through everything. So had to get some like bathroom bits, so cotton pads, tinfoil, rice, soap. This is for him. He usually does like meal prepping with curries and stuff. Grapes. We always eat separate crisps. This is probably what makes things difficult. We eat so much separately. We always eat separate crisps. Like we share, but we choose separate things. His bagels, my bagels, because we do share these as well. shakes for him, Weetabix protein stuff for him. I always get sweet corn, a can of coconut milk for chia pudding, 3 bean salad, 5 bean salad for my lunches, 2 sweet potatoes, onion, more eggs because I'm making a frittata, baby plum tomatoes, just re-upped on some herbs and spices. I got some feta. I'm really obsessed with these. They're like plant-based Polish like sticks, basically. Like they're supposed to be like meat sticks, like jerky, I guess. I got smoked cheese slices, which I don't usually get, but I thought these would be nice in my breakfast bagels. Olive oil, washing up liquid, these bars because they were on offer. Sprouts because I love roasting these, broccoli. I needed some more nut butter, so I got peanut butter. I tried this one because it was on offer. Salmon flakes for my lunches, salmon fish cakes for my dinners, chicken for Doug. Oh Jesus H. Sorry. Mini potatoes to roast for dinners. I wanted to try this because I've not tried the vanilla one, so I just bought one because they were on offer for £1. Strawberries, these were what was expensive because they're like the last of the season and I just couldn't let them go yet, and I'm actually really regretting it because they look really pale and not great. And then mayo. I'm going to put all of this away and then put dinner on because I'm really hungry and I'm going to meal prep after dinner. This is what I'm eating. It's a little bit less veg than I usually eat, but I didn't actually think that far in advance. I just wanted everything cooked. So yeah, I have put ingredients and like how I seasoned everything, although it's very basic, in the previous clips, and then I just added like a little tomato salad, and I'm probably gonna have some mayo on the side because I don't want a dry fish cake. I've also got a ginger beer because I had it in the fridge because I had friends over the other night. I'm probably gonna read my book while I eat.
A few moments later.
So, I forgot to show you me making it, but I'll talk you through what's in it. This is my egg, like frittata style thing that's going to go in the bagels. It's a bit deep, like this container was a bit too deep. I would have done it shallow on a baking tray, but I didn't want it super thin. So the idea is to cut this into 4. It will deflate a bit once it's cooled, but to cut it into 4 and then put it in bagels with a slice of cheese on top. To be honest, I think this could use like 5 or 10 minutes longer. I think I ended up using like 6 eggs in this, maybe like 4 whole eggs and 2 egg whites, and then I've got 2 egg yolks left over. I'm gonna make confit yolks with them to spread on toast this week. So yeah, 6 eggs, 4 whole, 2 egg whites. Just season it however you like. I did aromat, white pepper, tiny bit of salt because I didn't want to make the eggs too rubbery. I did some herbs de Provence. I think that was it. I kept it quite simple. I had some green pepper in the fridge, so I just diced that up, chucked it in. I had a 1/4 of an onion, chucked that in, put some tomatoes on the top. I was going to do some cheese, but I figured I'm already putting slices of cheese on it. I was originally going to bake it in the oven for like 10 to 15 minutes, but because this dish is so deep and the layer was so thick, it's been in there for like half an hour. I basically didn't put a timer on. I put it on 180 and then just watched it till I felt like the middle had set. I'm probably not going to cut it up tonight because it's kind of late and I don't know if it'll cool in time, but I'm going to put a lid on it and refrigerate it once it's cooled a bit more. And I'm just going to assemble bagels tomorrow because it's 9 o'clock. I'm really tired. It's really late. That's kind of like my breakfast meal prep for the week, and then I was going to prep like my dense bean salad and stuff for lunches tomorrow, but I'm just not going to stay up really late and do it. I'd rather just get the rest and then do it tomorrow. I'm working from home again tomorrow, so I can do it on my lunch break when I make my lunch, if that makes sense. It's 10 p.m. and I'm making a little sweet treat, a little snack before bed, a healthy snack. What even is a healthy snack anyway? I've put some coconut collab yogurt just the plain one. This is some of my favourite yoghurt. It's really, really good. It's really like quite fresh, and if you get a bit sick of the tang of like natural Greek yoghurt, it just doesn't have that. My favourite jam. And then just a few of these strawberries that I got earlier. I was quite right in terms of flavour. They're quite weak, but I mean, like, what did I expect from September strawberries? I've just been reading my book and I've almost finished my bottle of water. Put some coconut on top just for a little crunch. And this is she. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed.